what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Factory Entertainment Jaws 6 scale Quint Hooper figures. Now this is definitely amazing news to me. I really am looking forward to this, and there have already been like some rants about these particular figures. You know, it's like there's like a lot of rants towards like the Quint figure. They don't think the likeness to like Robert Shaw is that great and so on. Even I must admit, it looks like the body is like too slim for like Quint, and I think like his face, like the likeness, it looks like it's too young. But I think it's still like a pretty decent likeness to Robert Shaw, and I even think that the Hooper figure is pretty good too. And Factory Entertainment has also revealed that they have like a signature edition version of the Hooper figure, which is like limited to like 200 pieces like worldwide. Because that was a surprise that they had, because we already knew that they had the Jaws pre-order going up. But they had mentioned that there was going to be a surprise too. Once they go up, there's going to be like a surprise, and it turns out, I believe that's what it was. It was the idea that we have like a Richard Driver's signature version of the Hooper figure, so you can get that particular version if you want to. Because these are already going for pre-order at Factory Entertainment. Because I think the signature version of Hooper will be exclusive to Factory Entertainment. But other than that, like just the standard versions of these particular pieces, they should be at places like Sideshow Collectibles and so on, because you can RSVP these at Sideshow Collectibles, you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to get into this right now. Okay, here's the Factory Entertainment Jaws Matt Hooper 6 scale figure. Wow, these do look very amazing to me, and I know there have already been some rants about these particular pieces, but this is the first time that we are getting like officially licensed 6 scale figures based on like these characters from like Jaws. So I think this is like awesome news. And yeah, we still don't have like Brody because of like the likenesses rights, like with his estate, like Roy Scheider's estate. But I think it's still pretty cool that we are getting like a 6 scale like Matt Hooper figure, even like a Quint too as well. But yeah, this Matt Hooper figure does look looks pretty good. I think the likeness to Richard Drivers is pretty solid on this particular piece. And I think like the accessories that he comes with is like just makes it even more like, you know, worth like picking up, especially if you like a fan of like Jaws in general. I would definitely probably recommend picking this on in the end, you know, because I already got me one even like pre-order, so I am really looking forward to this particular piece from Factory Entertainment. Now Hooper will come with the boat hook, a tracking device, shark dart, frameless spectacles, a watch, duffel bag, disposable cups, crushed and standard, yellow flotation barrel, and interchangeable hands, along with like a printed scenic backdrop that you can attach to like his display base. Of course, he will have like his denim jacket. You know, you can take it off and have him just down to like his neck sweater. Even like his glasses are even removable too. Because at one point I was thinking that the glasses weren't removable, but yeah, you can even take Hooper's glasses off too. So I don't know how they're gonna really do that, because I don't think it's like a separate head sculpt. I think it's only one head sculpt for this particular figure, so I believe you probably just can put on the glasses and, you know, and pull them off. You know, it's not like sculpted into the face. So I guess in the end you have to be just careful with the glasses. But he does have like a nice amount of accessories, and I like that he has like the barrels too. Now I think the likeness to a younger Richard Drivers is pretty cool on this particular piece. It looks like him, from my main opinion, and especially when you have him displayed at certain angles, like with like the glasses on or like the cap, you know, and so on. It really looks like him. You definitely know who this was supposed to be. You know, this is supposed to be based on the Hooper from Jaws. You would have known who this was, you know. So I think they did a pretty good job on that. I think it looks decent. I'm willing to get his company a shot. So I guess in the end, it's probably like what, like the body proportions of the figure, how he stand. Like, does he have like some weight to it? Will he be one of the figures that feels, you know, kind of like cheap, like it might fall over or something like that, you know, like it doesn't stand too far. You could tell like it ain't like on Hot Toys level basically. But I think it's still pretty solid looking piece though. I'm really looking forward to this, and it's the first time that we ever had, that I know of, a 6 scale like a Hooper figure based like on the original film Jaws. So I think that is awesome. And I think it's awesome that Richard Drivers himself has even signed these too, but it's like limited to like 200 pieces worldwide. So I think that's pretty cool that we are even going to be getting if you order this particular version, because it costs more, like the signature edition, that's what they call it. If you order that particular version of it, you would get like a metal plaque with Richard Drivers' like signature on it that he personally signed. And the plaque, I'm hearing, it's really like metal, because you can see like the image of the Bruce the Shark on it too as well, and you can see like Richard Drivers' signature on it. So I think that's pretty cool, and this is limited to like 200 pieces, because I already did give me like a pre-order in too, by the way, of this particular version, because I know you can get this alone, or you can get like the ones with like a bundle where it comes with like a Hooper and Quint too. So I was kind of interested too, but I chose to pick up this one, But yeah, I'm looking forward to this particular piece. It looks amazing. Here's the Factory Entertainment Jaws Quint 6 scale figure. Here's another one that I really am looking forward to. I think this is so cool. Now, this is the one I've been hearing like a lot of rants about, and I do kind of notice it too. Because if I had to pick, it does like the Hooper figure. It's like kind of part better or more accurate than this particular figure is. But I think this is still even like a solid likeness, or has a solid likeness to Robert Shaw. It's a pretty good looking figure, from my opinion. Like I said, if anything, if I had to make some rants, like right off the bat, it's like Quint might be too thin, like too slim, and it seems like his face could be like too youngish looking, from my opinion. But I think it's still like a pretty solid likeness to like Robert Shaw, or you could say Quint himself. But yo, I really am looking forward to this particular piece too, because now we have like a 6 scale Quint figure too that I could display with Hooper. That's why I'm wondering for a Factory Entertainment is even planning like a Bruce the Shark. I wonder if they're doing that too as well. Now, Quint will come with a harpoon rifle with harpoon, machete, baseball bat, chum bucket with fish guts and ladle, beer cans, crushed and standard, yellow flotation barrel, interchangeable hands, plus like a printed scenic backdrop that you can attach to the display base that comes with him. But yo, I think so far this is amazing. He has like tons of accessories too that you can display them with. And I guess if you have like both of the figures, like him and Hooper, you'll get like I said, like another barrel, because I know Hooper even comes with a barrel too, so you can have like another barrel that you can have displayed, and I'm glad that we're getting the barrels. Probably one of the coolest accessories with Quint, from my opinion, besides the barrel, that we're getting the barrels like the chum bucket, and it looks like bloody and stuff. So I think that's pretty awesome that we are getting like a chum bucket with the ladle too as well. So that's amazing. And I think the likeness to Robert Shaw, or Sam Quint, I think it's pretty decent on this particular figure, especially when you display it like in certain lighting or like certain like areas. It really looks like him. You know that this is supposed to be Quint, without a doubt. Like from Jaws, you would have known who this was supposed to be, basically, from my opinion. So I think Factory Entertainment did knock it out the park there, and this is the first time that we have gotten like 6 scale figures based on these particular like characters. So that's another reason why I think it's cool. And plus, like the accessories, like the chum bucket and the barrel, all those really just like look awesome being displayed with like Quint too. It's a shame that we don't have like a Brody, too, because I know they're having like licenses issued, like it's a state they won't allow it. But yeah, now I'm wondering if they're plotting like a Bruce the Shark too. I'm betting Factory Entertainment probably is plotting that. I don't know how they would do that, like how would they scale it with these. I'm not too sure, But yeah, I'm looking forward to these particular figures. Now, Factory Entertainment has the Jaws, Quint, and Hooper 6 scale figures scheduled to be shipped at the end of this year. And you can have like you can get these like bundled together, or you can get like Quint separately, like from Hooper, or you can even get like the signature version of Hooper, like by Richard Drivers, because I know Robert Shaw, well, Quint doesn't have a signature version. It's just a Hooper that has that. But yeah, you can get them like however you want, and they have like a pre-order deposit too for these. I'm noticing like Factory Entertainment at their website, but I know these be like at Sideshow Collectibles too. I think even Big Bad Toy Store might have these, but I know these should be up because you can RSVP them at Sideshow Collectibles. But I don't think the signature version of Hooper, I don't think that would be. I think that's exclusive. It's like Factory Entertainment. So if you wanted that particular version of Hooper, I think you got to do Factory Entertainment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these. These are some of my most anticipated figures of the year, and they are scheduled to be released in the 4th quarter of this year, 2026. Okay. Factory Entertainment has the Jaws, Quint, and Hooper 6 scale figures scheduled to be released on like the 4th quarter of this year, 2026. So wow, I really am looking forward to this. These are easily some of my most anticipated like figures of the year, and this is the first time that we are getting figures based on these particular characters in 6 scale. So yeah, this is really like a big news to me, and it's kind of sad that we still can't get like a Chief Brody figure. It's like a Brody figure because like his estate doesn't allow like the rights to his likenesses. So yeah, that's kind of like bad, but it's pretty cool. And I still wonder about I'm wondering if Factory Entertainment would give us like their own take on like a Bruce the Shark, like the Shark itself, like Jaws, wonder would they give us their own take on a particular figure of that, like something based on that. I wonder how they would do that, you know, how would it scale with these two figures, you know, because they'll have to be really large if they're doing it like in scale. But that's why I said I wonder are they planning on doing anything like that. That'd be cool, you know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I think the likeness to like Robert Shaw or Richard Dreyfuss on these particular figures, they're pretty solid. You know, it does seem like the Richard Dreyfuss one, the Hooper figure is the better of the two. But I think these still are worth picking up. And plus, the accessory, especially if you're a fan of the original Jaws film, which I am. It's like one of my all-time favorite films. You know, especially if you're like a fan of it, I would definitely recommend picking these out. I think these are good enough to have. But in the end, would they have like good like bodies too? You know, would they be like the ones that feel like very like lightweight and so on? You know, because like they don't stand so like that. That's the kind of things I'm kind of curious about. Like, would the body proportions be on point and so on? But other than that, I really am looking forward to these. You know, so it's the Factory Entertainment Jaws Quint Hooper 6 scale figures. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.